Hold it. Still loaded.
Pivawuna,
Pivawuna.
Nyakit Janet, Stongo, Ataska, Oshkinyecha, Gwina, Alito, Sio, Ansti Huntidish, Kikadus, Kunamante, Madawaka. Good morning. Coming live from 1950 South Shepherd here in Hale Reno, Hale Ghetto, the Gut. I got a special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself, brother?
Pivawuna. Chad Riley from Milwaukee City, Oklahoma. Good to be here. This is the spot where everything's happening. Good place.
Mado. Well, I feel honored, to be sharing this time and space with you. It's been nothing but love ever since I met you.
That's right.
I consider you part of I know you're from here, but I consider you part of my California family.
That's right.
You, the sister Toya, the sister Sunday.
That's right.
Always, gotta send love to the Magic. I've never been to the Magic House.
1567 West Embassy Street, beautiful Anaheim, California.
Yeah, for sure. But I always got to send my props, to what y'all are doing out there on the West Coast. It's such a joy to have you home.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure. I enjoy. We always have like the coolest conversations.
That's right. This morning breakfast was
really
good.
Breakfast was good. Oh, I wasn't trying to tell these guys we went to breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
They're about to go eat. Where did
we go eat at?
We went to Sid's.
Oh my gosh, the sausage there was great. The eggs, the biscuits, man, you just don't have that in California. It's all a lot of seaweed and
yeah.
All that stuff. But
it's not free range chickens.
Yeah. $15 for some eggs.
Yeah.
$6 gas.
Me, you, and Nat. Me, you, and Nat sat down, had a good meal. That was pretty cool. So what have you been able to experience since you've been home?
So I came here for the mental health, the Momentum Conference. I went with Sister Cassandra, and then not knowing that y'all were going to be there. And then when Tor showed up, and we got to do the was it the symposium or was it the breakout session?
Yeah.
And then being able to talk to all the different therapists throughout the state and tell them what we're doing, and then have everyone interject. Natalie was there. What's that one brother's name that was in the back? That Josh Barley Taylor. Hey, big love, my brother. It was just cool how everybody we got interconnected, and we could talk to everyone, and it was on a different level, so on a more spirit level, and that's what it's about. So I got to do that. Then I got to kick it with one of our elders, Miss AA. That's Alexandria. Andrea Alexander.
Yeah.
And we went to a behavioral mindset, Amy Turner's place. I can't remember. I think it's called Mindset Behavioral in Tulsa. Then we went to the Wellbrighty Conference in Hulbert. And then we went to Tahlequah, and she was the keynote speaker at the winter gathering. And, this is one of those times I should have prepared my notes to speak on it. But it was just it was good seeing how Tahlequah and Tulsa, they're doing things. And big shout out to Don and Jimmy and Ryan. It was just feeling the spirit. It was like connection is the opposite of addiction, and the solution is the culture.
Definitely.
That's what I felt. That's what I felt, bro. That's what I felt.
Good deal. That's great. So you've had a great trip then,
man. It's been blessing after blessing after blessing. Seeing my family, getting to see my family here. We went to me and Cassandra and the kids went to Walmart, and we saw everybody there. Mingo was there. I saw your nephew,
Chris.
It's just like, and that's why I miss that down home interconnectedness of everybody just vibing together. And it was at Walmart, man. I love a Walmart in California is not the same as in Oklahoma. It's just like you get all the tea. So, man, it's just been a blessing. I love being here.
Definitely. We always enjoy having you. You show nothing but love and respect. Whether we got people out there or it's always a pleasure to introduce you to whoever's around. It's always just a lot of love going on. And I appreciate that.
Sunday's always saying we got to get you there to California. I mean, we're gonna spoil you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. And I know she's watching. Hi, teacher. And Toya, and Bryce. I want to give a big shout out to the talking circles. We have a few talking circles that I'm a part of in California and in SoCal, California, because it's so big. But and Bernardo, I got to meet Sam Anglin.
That's my first sponsor.
Yeah, so it's cool, and that's what I love about meeting different people that know the same people, and it's like I get a better connection of how all this started. Like Dawn DeShane, I was friends with her on Facebook, and then seeing her in person, and it was just like Don Koya says, that the first thing that happens is when our eyes meet, that spiritual connection starts, and it's like that's what being adopted, not having in my culture, and not understanding, being lost in the ways of the machine, the colonistic mindset, not understanding that on a fundamental, deeper level that we're all interconnected.
Definitely,
and that's what recovery, that's what sobriety, that's what sobriety, that's what discovery means for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great, man. That's great. I love, we love to hear that kind of talk.
Someone's phone go off over doing.
Yeah, that was mine every morning.
It never stops, bro.
Yeah, the ESPN. Yeah, I always get the updates. But I got to give a shout out to Blakely.
Yeah.
She sent me a message this morning. So I hope you see this. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah. Miss our little conversations. Hope you and the baby are doing great out there.
Itashiwa Sumo baby.
Who else said good morning?
Okay, so we've got Kimberly Sexton.
Good morning, Kimberly.
Liz Ons. Hey, sister.
Lynn Anzwa.
Misty
Hickson. Yes. Good morning,
Francis, Lone Bear.
Oh, Fran, my brother Fran.
Janice Meeks.
Good morning.
Cassie B.
All
right, Beans. What's up, Beans?
Mr. Nolene.
What's up, brother? Everywhere I love this cat. Like ever since I've been sober, like it's like he's the OG. He's the one that out of all of us, he got sober first, and then you.
Yeah.
And then like before I even met you, it's like I met him through Monica.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. One sister, she's watching. There's my brother John Blackwolf right there.
Yeah.
Big love, my brother. And then Aaron Blackwolf. All right.
Grandpa.
But but with Randy, it's just like everything. You know, it's again what I was saying that all the people I know, I meet through other people, and it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
interconnectedness.
Yeah, so I love going to meetings when I get a chance with Randy.
Yeah. Randy.
Oh, there's Monica right there.
Good morning, Monica. Good morning. Good morning.
She's doing great things. You know, I'm
Good
so
deal.
proud
Good
of,
deal.
of
Nyaki.
Monica. You know, she was teaching me how to be a house manager when she came in. You know, she's like, Chad Lack, we're not doing that today. I was like, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
Yeah, it sounds like Monica.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. I'm glad everybody can tune in. You know, just happy we get the opportunity. You know, I guess I really don't think about how far, you know, how far away people tune into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or how, you know, because I'm just thinking like our local. No, like
When
you
we were in
know,
Billings, bro, it was cool. Like watching people come up and like, you know, meet y'all, and they were like fanboys, like, oh my god, it's the Hollywood HK.
Shit.
And like, yeah, I'm the chauffeur, and they're like, we don't care, we just want to talk to Hollywood HK. There's my sister Charlene
Mackety.
Mackey.
Good morning. Good morning, Charlene.
Pamela Woolworth. Good morning.
Good morning, Aunt Pam. Nyaki.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying and everyone I've talked to is of the opinion that podcasts and Zoom are the therapy of the future. That's what Don said in Billings.
Billings.
You know, I work for the Hopeaholics out in California, and they do a lot of that, and it's the forward momentum trend of connection is the opposite of addiction.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think of it as like radio today.
Yeah.
You know, nobody has like the radios no more.
Right.
But you can put on a podcast and go about your day.
Do they even have AM radio?
I mean, they do, you know, but you know, that's how far from it we've gotten.
Yeah.
You know, where you can just put on a podcast, put your headphones in, and just get to whatever you're doing. You know, I used to do that a lot, you know. Now I'm trying to get into audiobooks.
Okay. What audiobooks you listen to?
Well, I started Iceberg Slim.
Yeah. Okay. So I know this is kind of off topic, but when I was in prison, I started reading some of his books, and I didn't understand. Like, there's a lot of historical generational trauma,
Definitely,
that I don't think the average American understands.
Has any idea about.
But when we look at it and realize that we're all people, that we're all struggling with something, and it was just deep. You know, Dave Chappelle was talking about the industry, and that being the media industry, and he used this story of how that this pimp had his bottom dollar girl, and you know, she was getting too old to keep doing it, so he ran this game on her to keep her going, and that was kind of why Dave Chappelle stepped out of the business. But it was just like, and from my understanding, it's the same way in sobriety, that we have to keep around good people that are using good medicine, that are practicing what they're preaching. Because if
Definitely.
not, you know, I'm a chronic relapser. You know, after 6 years of sobriety, I made a sober decision to burn my life to the ground. It took me 12 years to come back, and every day I have to be grateful for that, because, you know, I know that there's another relapse in me, but I don't know if there's another recovery.
Definitely.
Oh, Drew Wilson.
Good morning, little brother. That's my little brother.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my little brother, like my real brother.
All right. What's this? Cassie B. Hollywood.
Sting
then
buns,
John-
Cassie. Sting buns.
Yeah. And then John's saying he's coming in from Houston, Texas. Man, we used to go to Sweat together.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for
Me,
tuning
him,
in.
and my brother Travis Wilkerson out of Sand Springs, and Bryce Aerosmith. You know, that's crazy. He's like in California, it's a rare treat to go to Sweat. We're out here, we have them all the time. You know, and I don't think people realize how many good things we have in Oklahoma.
I know, right?
You know, I mean, really, it's like the beach is cool, but you know, gas at $2.15.
Yeah, $20 to get there.
Ooh wee! That's right.
Well, thank you for everybody for tuning in. You know, I feel like we should probably jump into this reading. What do you think, Darian, the fluffer? Darian's the fluffer.
Military stuff.
Yeah, but he, you know, I can't get it out of my head. He's a fluffer.
Fall Meditations with Native American Elders, December 12th. In order for our children to survive in the world, they need a firm understanding and belief in the basic principles of sharing freedom and respect of individuality. Haldegua, Traditional Circle of Elders. Well, I butchered that. I was really, we even, before we started, I was like, tried to practice it, but I think I butchered it. My apologies.
Haida Guai.
Haida Guai. There's a saying, tell me, I'll forget. Show me, I'll remember. Engage me, I'll understand. The adults need to determine what the younger generation is to learn. The principle of sharing keeps the youth from being greedy and selfish. The principle of freedom teaches the youth about choices, decisions, and consequences. The principle of respect keeps us from playing God and becoming a controller of all things. We need to learn these lessons so we may demonstrate them for our children. Great teacher, help me to understand your principles. Oh.
Malou. Appreciate you reading that, Mr. Riley.
That's right.
You know what came to mind was that first little part. You know, tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I'll remember. You know, that's kind of like saying your actions speak louder than your words. You know, and I can't even imagine, you know, the trauma that I left in my kid's life. You know, I have 7 kids. 17, I really got 17. But nah, I gotta say 17 first.
This man needs a raise.
I say 17 first because 7 don't sound so bad after you say 17.
Yeah.
So you know, I have 7 kids. You know, the trauma that I'm sure, you know, whether they were with me or not, they all got a taste of it. You know, because I'm their dad, you know, regardless of wherever I was in my addiction, you know, I always tried to be present. You know, whether that was a good or bad thing, I don't know. You know, I remember telling my daughter, like, you know, I'm trying, baby, I'm really trying. You know, we were having this conversation about me trying to stay sober, and my little girl, she was like 12 years old, and you know, she was the kid of two addicts. You know, and I remember her just be like, you know what, Dad, sometimes that's just enough. You know, and I mean, I would have to say that had a positive and a negative effect. It was positive because it made me feel good that I'm trying, but then it was negative because then I'm thinking like my daughter just can't be a kid. She's got to think about these other things that I'm putting into her life, putting her, you know, through all this stress, and I'm putting her through, you know, all, you know, the just being the kid of an addict. And I remember coming into my sobriety, coming into recovery, I remember like this concept came across my head. Like, most of my kids are grown. You know, my oldest is 26 and my youngest is 10. You know, I got four 20-year olds. And I remember thinking, like, is it too late, to try to put these principles in their life? Is it too late to try to instill, the parts that I missed out on, or um, the positivity I'm trying to create in my own life? But then, you know, uh, I see my granddaughter. I got two granddaughters, Alani and Nova Ray. And when my granddaughter, when she sees me, like the way she lights up, Papa, and always runs to me, it just,
Everybody, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to clown you. I'm just saying, like everywhere we go, they're like, "Oh my God, there's Hollywood HK." Because you're famous, bro. Because you do a lot of good work. And
well,
and the thing I was going to say about what I'm learning in our healing is that being the seventh generation and heeding that calling, that we're helping the next seven generations heal. I saw it last night, which retroactively helps the seven generations before us. I saw it last night. Me and Dave and Brittany went to dinner, and their daughter didn't want anything to do with it. She's playing her game and everything.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden the food came, and she just like stretches out her hands, knows it's time to pray, and it was just like, wow, and then so it was just cool. She had my hand. She held her mama's hand. And I grabbed Dave's hand. We said grace, and it was just like you could feel the interconnectedness. And then when the prayer's over, she just went right back to playing on her computer. But it was just like she just, and that's what it's like the lady that came in this morning that just got back, and she wanted to be interconnected. Like the book teaches us, we heal ourselves, then we heal our families, then we heal our communities, and then we heal our nation. That's what you're doing, bro. I mean, I see it every day.
Yeah. That's where I was getting to.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. But I was thinking about that generational trauma. It's never too late to try to implement that into your daily life. Just like you were just saying, it's gonna love always wins.
Mhm.
You learn to love yourself, and then it's going to show other people like how happy you are. It's going to show other people. It's going to show a different life to your kids. Because there for a while, I was worried. Some of me and my kids' relationships were stressed. They didn't know, like, there's a lot of things that we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about my addiction. But whenever I was high and I would watch them, they would all look at each other like, man, this guy, like, you can't, how are you going to try to tell us about parenting, and you can't even keep yourself straight for a day?
And that's hard. That's hard
Definitely.
but I appreciate your honesty and how you just call it like it is. You don't try to sugarcoat it,
Mm.
and you hold yourself accountable to the mistakes. And I think that for me, with my own family, I'm hoping that I get to see my nephew and his kids. But I hurt him. I mean, I was his hero when he was a kid, and then when I brought the Mind Changers around, and I really and it's something hard to deal with, and I hope that he's watching and he reaches out to me, and lets me see my grandnieces and nephews. But I respect the fact if you don't, because it 5 minutes of sobriety versus 15 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't weigh out.
Yeah, and for me to think that it will is idiotic. It's selfish and self-centered. It's like the Big Book talks about going into a situation where you're trying to make an amends and you're leading with the chin. Barry, I'm sorry I stole your car, but I'm sober now. How you doing? How's the family? It's like I'm
Yeah.
not even recognizing the fact that how did you get to work? How did you meet the premium to get your car paid off for the insurance?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, brother, I'm sober now. And wondering why, I get a kick to the face. You know? Welcome to sobriety.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I gotta have a sponsor.
Somebody told me one time, like, let me guess, you're on your, what did they say? Your makeup tour. Like, you're going around and you're telling everybody you're sorry.
Yeah.
And now everybody's supposed to be
Yeah.
flipping over backwards
Yeah.
because, they like, but I also understand that concept too, because I was one of those kids.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids, and that was one thing that me and my dad never ever got to talk about. He made living amends. And then I watched him relapse and go into all of that. So I mean, I had it in my head that people only stay sober for a little while,
Oh yeah.
not knowing that if you're willing to, you got to approach this thing like your life depends on it. And that's what I feel like is the difference between what my dad went through and how I'm trying to approach this with my kids. Can I show them a different way today? Yes, I can. Can I be present? Yes, I can. Am I going to hear about the things that I used to do? Yes, yes, that's part of it. I need to be accountable for all those things. But at the same time, they also see the change in me. I've shown them, that there's even been a point where my daughter thought that because I'm sober, she could just come up and talk crazy to me, and I wasn't gonna say anything back, and I probably shouldn't have, but she knew exactly what buttons to push, and when she got a reaction out of me, she wasn't ready for that, and you know, uh, I understand where I still needed to do some work. That just showed me like, like you still got to get in there and do some work. Just because you got sober doesn't mean that life stopped happening.
Yeah. Life's still getting life.
Yeah, like so I mean, when these situations came up, what I was allowed, what the creator has allowed is for me to know that there is a way to go about things in a good way. So being able to just show my kids like, hey, you know uh change is possible.
It starts with us.
It starts with us. When I keep saying this over and over and over, my grandkids get the best version of me. They get the best version of me. And I hate it that my kids, they had to grow up before I could change my life. But I get to start the healing in their kids' life. Because uh man, I don't know if I would even know them if I was still using. So I'm proud of the fact that I got 3 years and 7 months.
That's right. That's right.
But it didn't come easy. Like the young,
Price has to be paid.
yeah, the price definitely has to be paid.
And rent's due every day.
Yeah.
It's only 24 hours a day. Can I read these comments real quick?
Let's go ahead.
Okay, because I know for me being out in California, when I would wake up and I would see that y'all were online, and and just that personal shout out meant everything. It's like, oh my god, Oh my God, Hollywood HK, they know me. Okay. So we got Joe Lambert.
Good morning, Joe.
Oh, he's saying we got rent due every day. Alan Carnegie, excuse me, Alan Carney.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pivona. Sherry Lyon.
Lene,
I'm
Sherry
gonna butcher
Lene.
all of these.
Good morning, Sherry.
GD in prison. All right. Let's see. Dylan Fox, Barry, you and Mingo won a prize.
Oh, see, I told you I won a
See,
blanket.
I haven't
That's
seen
what I won last year too, I think.
Oh, and there's my sister Cassandra, Pivot Wona sister. I love Cassandra. When I first got here, she really and always has encouraged me to keep going. All y'all have, and then every time we get to go to a conference together, it just makes that connection that much stronger. Let's see. You got any other comments up there? I just love being the comment guy.
Yeah, I can't see anyway, so. Nyake. Nyake. Itati nakusech.
So let me.
Oi.
I have enough time to ask you a couple questions. Like,
Let's go here, brother. Let's
so-
have it.
like, where do you see us connecting in Wellbriety to help reach more people in the state?
In Oklahoma?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think it would be more of a like I mean, this definitely.
Most definitely.
Because there's a lot of people in rural communities that don't even have a meeting anywhere close to them. And I feel like if we keep pushing the issue, to me, I feel like we need to get more people certified. More people certified through White Bison, and get somebody from that community that's willing to step up and hopefully, it ain't got to be through tour, just as long as they can get to a meeting.
The boss said a comment. She said, "Chad, stay on the microphone."
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Natalie. Yeah. So, and the thing that I love that we're doing here in Oklahoma is the availability of trainings.
Definitely.
Like when we became fire starters, that was the most paramount thing that Sunday taught me, is to go out and help our community. That when we go to the class, it's like learning how to dance, but to actually go in the prom is to go out and help people in our community.
Definitely. I mean, there's
Earl Plumley said,
no, it fucking came apart.
he's adjudicating it. Is that
I'm
the right word?
adjudicating.
Yeah, he's adjudicating it.
It came loose.
Came loose.
But we're still rolling. We're still rolling.
We're still rolling.
What other questions you got?
What is what step helps you the most? Like for myself, I'm going to say the 10th step. Excuse me, the 11th step, the M&Ms, the prayer and meditation. That's what helps me. But what step do you think helps you the most?
I feel like step 3.
Mm.
With me, it begins with the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
That's third step prayer.
That's right.
I love saying that prayer. It reminds me that there's something greater than me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can just be a vessel of the Creator's work, and I feel like it's going to keep me on track.
He's being a fluffer again, isn't he? I know that I'm just breaking this up.
Because I don't have, if the Creator has showed me anything, it's that I don't need to be feeling like I control anything.
Ooh wee.
Everything that has been happening in my life, all the glory goes to Mahio, the Creator, the great mystery. So that keeps me pretty grounded. My sponsor asked me, what does doing this podcast do for your ego? And I didn't even have to think twice about it. I said, you know what? Before we do every single one of these, I asked the creator to give me his words. Let me do his work. And I don't feel like, I'm walking around with the big, I mean, I already got a big ass head, but
What?
I don't feel like, like I have control of this. I don't get to choose who hears this. I don't get to choose what people get out of my message.
Yeah.
So as long as I allow the creator to take control, I got to give him the reins every day. Take control of this ship. And I've learned to put my faith where my fear used to live.
That's right. That's right.
You got any more questions?
Man, that was good, brother. That was good. What do you want to see happen in our Wellbriety community? So the power of positive intention and speaking things into existence and connection with the universe. Where do you want to see us in 2025 at a local level, a state level, and a national level?
I want to see us just growing. Us as natives, we all have a culture.
Mhm.
We all have a way. And to me, once we figure out that we need to arrest the drugs and alcohol that's keeping us prisoners,
Mhm.
once we're able to get past that and find a way back to our culture,
Mhm.
that's why I'm so big on Wellbriety,
That's right.
because that's one of the main, that's chapter 2.
Mhm.
The culture is the solution.
Culture is the solution.
So it's got to start with us. We got to be the change we want to see in the world. But I was also, whenever I was, I watched the news in the morning while I'm getting ready. It said that overdoses are down 17% across the board.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
sister, AK Dean. What's up, sister? I love
What?
her. I loves hers.
But yeah,
Okay.
AK, it's my niece. But
That's
yeah,
your niece?
yeah.
What?
Everybody from El Reno is either my nephew or my niece.
That's crazy. I got to kick it with Reese,
Yeah, that's my
and
nephew.
very blessed to have that brother in my life.
Yeah.
And that is true between you and Randy and Dave. You know,
That's just the way it goes around here. If you're from my
Yeah.
age group
yeah,
and then from their age group,
Yeah.
we're their aunts and uncles.
that's right. You're putting in work.
You know what I mean? Like we just, it's just the way it is around here.
That's right.
Like everybody that, like Chris, he would just call you uncle
Mm.
because he's from that age range. You know what I mean? He's from that age group
Oh,
where they're looking up to us today.
oh, I didn't know that Perry was your father.
He's actually my nephew. His mom is my cousin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like what John said here. John Blackwolf said, "Everyone is on their own journey, and we have free will to choose the right or wrong road."
Definitely.
And what Wellbriety taught me is just to choose the light instead of darkness. Be
Yeah,
positive instead of negative. Shout out to Sunday.
Good morning, Miss
Lonnie.
Casperson.
That's right. That's right. Oh, AK and Perry both have a lot of happy faces with teary eyes.
For
That's
sure.
right.
For sure. But yeah, Wellbriety has taught me how to do the right thing when nobody's looking.
That's right.
That's and to me it doesn't matter what 12-step program a person gets into, all the principles stay the same. And to me, and that's just to me. I'm not saying it's got to work for anybody else, but for me, those 12 steps saved my life. I got to give it up to, because even when I try to thank my sponsor, he's like, bro, like this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It's all the creator. And those are the types of things that you realize is that, you're just a part. You're just a part of something.
Yeah.
But the effect that it's had on my life,
Mm-hmm.
not only has it had an effect on my family,
Mm-hmm.
but on my community.
That's right.
And I got family from here to Canada. You know what I mean? Like from Mexico to Canada, like you meet all these different people.
Yeah.
You know what I
And we
mean?
saw that when we went
Yeah.
to Billings.
Billings, yeah,
How
definitely.
do you say it?
Billings, Billings.
You know, is seeing people from Alberta, all the way down from Mexico.
Vancouver Island,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and then Alaska. You know, and seeing how we all are just coming together to serve the greater good. That we are the seventh generation. What we do helps the next seven
Definitely.
generations and helps the seven generations before us.
Yeah.
He said Dave Levi's like, Chad Boy's still on step 13. This is coming from Dave Levi, who's got like 80s baby mama. You know, I mean, it's like you can't go
He's
anywhere.
still on step 13.
Dave is my daddy.
He's still on step.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta
Ooh,
give a shout out to Oklahoma City South Coast Behavioral.
yeah. Oh, South Coast.
You know, they're doing, you know, Mr. Levi, man, he does a lot. He
Yeah.
does a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a, you know, he's one of the California babies, you know,
Yeah.
just like I
That's
was.
right. That's right.
You know, found a new way of life out there and brought it home.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, you know, Dave's been doing a lot. He does a
Yeah.
lot for our Wellbriety circle here. And then he goes up there and facilitates. I mean,
And that was when I first met y'all back in February, and then seeing him and Brittany, and it was just like wow, this is sustainable because a lot of us get our start in California, and then are now starting to trickle back. And I love
come
seeing
back home. Yeah.
how they're being instrumental in their
Yeah.
community. Like
We need them back
Shannon.
home. You know, we need everybody back, you know. But when they're ready, when they're healthy and ready to take that step, I understand it's a big step because when I went to California, I never thought I was ever coming back.
Yeah, yeah,
I never thought I was ever
Yeah.
coming back.
yeah. Once you hit Huntington Beach, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get out of the gate and we're gonna be hanging out, you know, catching some waves from, you know. See, we got a couple more comments here. We go, let's see. Barry's like, facts. I love what Barry's doing.
Aho.
And Casey's saying that part, holding yourself accountable every day is a sure struggle. You want to be normal.
Yeah, what is normal though?
Uh-oh.
You know, what is normal?
We're normally
I mean,
rugged.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my normal is way different than I
Yeah.
guarantee everybody else's.
I learned this in college that normal is a setting on a dryer.
Definitely.
You know, see, Natalie's like Dave Levi working hard on that uncle status. Yeah. And then Estella Azalea.
Is a lie.
I apologize.
Estella is a lie. What she
Yeah.
said.
I really enjoyed today's live. Continue to do great things, fellas, and stay blessed. I can't. I'm not going to reiterate what my brother Dave Lee. You know, and I always blame every time that
What do you say?
he says, "I've got a few babies' mamas to give away to you, brother." I don't want them. They're too rugged. You know, every time I go anywhere, I was like, you know, if you want to blame anybody, you got to blame Dave Levi because he adopted me. So, you know, you got to blame him. You know.
Well, I don't think we should do any. I'm not going to jump into the announcements today. Unless there's something we.
Oh, 5 golden aunties.
Yeah, we got 5 speaker nights.
That's right.
Next week, starting on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and the 20th. We will be serving a meal here at 1950 South Shepherd at 6 o'clock. And everybody's welcome.
Oh, God. Oh, someone's going to be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, we got 5 nights of aunties. All next week, starting Monday.
Who are the 5 speakers, my brother?
I believe Cassandra's
Sandra.
on Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
Tatum's on Tuesday.
That's right.
Natalie's on Wednesday.
That's right.
Brittany's on Thursday,
Hey, I can't wait to hear.
and Mona Condole is
Okay,
our golden auntie, our golden goose.
man, all
She's
those.
got 33 years of sobriety.
Wow, wow.
So yeah, our golden goose. But it's we plan. If you can't make it to 1950 South Shepherd, we'll be live streaming. So tune in with us. So yeah, how long we been on already? All right, yeah, that's about our normal. It's about our normal.
Yeah, that's right.
So, is there anybody else you would like to shout out?
Man, I just I love everybody. I love the fact that the more interconnected I get, the more I understand that connection is the opposite of addiction. I love you, Sunday. I love you, Toya. I love you, Bryce. I love you, Jeremiah, Monica, Beans. There's so many people. AK. I just Dave, Brittany, Cassandra. Y'all are my tribe. I love y'all. Honored to be here.
Madhu,
Andrea Alexander.
Miss Andrea.
Oh, and
Alexander.
I can't forget Bernardo.
Yes.
And Grover. Did you ever meet Grover?
No, I never got to meet Grover.
Okay, he's a good dude. And then, of course, our other teacher. We were just talking about her this morning, Sparrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
and of course Natalie.
definitely.
Love you, sister. All right.
Well, we appreciate everybody that was able to tune in today. Like, share, follow, tell your mammy about us.
Yeah.
Just honored that you were able to get on here with us today.
Honored to be here, my brother.
And hope we can have you back soon.
That's right. And hope we can have you in California.
Definitely. Well, I got my eye surgery next week.
Okay, that's right.
So after that, I should be good. Come January.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. But whatever the creator allows, I'm ready.
And then John, my brother John, yeah.
So.
Oh, and then Ruth Bearshield. I guess.
Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just glad everybody was able to tune in, comment.
Yeah.
We got. I think I'm going home. I ain't going out to this dinner. There's too many people.
Okay.
I gotta be led around. I'll be mowing down.
You get to be led around.
Yeah. But we appreciate everybody that's able to tune in.
And then Lunsford, Loke Cliff.
Oh, Benji Loke.
Ruth.
Good morning, brother.
All right.
Well, I guess that's it for us. Appreciate everybody that was able to tune in, and we will see you tomorrow. I hope.